Welcome to the shop. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, we got 3 blades we need to heat treat here and get clay on and all that. But first we're going to have to drill out for handles and all that. So that'll be the first part. I'll make sure to put my website up here in the cards. I got knives, shirts, all that good stuff. Amazon links down in the description. Alright, let's get it drawn out and I'll show you how I get ready for drilling. 3 different knives, 3 different blades. Sometimes what I'll do, like this one, is the handle's only going to come out like this. And this is like a forward choil. So I'll draw that and then we'll go from here. So it seems like the best place for this would be right here. Now you want to try to get center, and a lot of people probably measure it out and do a whole bunch of equations, but me, I just go by looks. But we can see center. Let's see what we got. There's 1 1/8 inch, and it's almost a 5/8. So that's, you know, 1 1/8 inch, and we're right between a half and 5/8. So that seems like half to me. Here we got 1 1/8 inch, and we're between we're between 3/8 and a half, so that looks like center to me. So, you know, if you're going to do it like this, make sure you can kind of eyeball center. Because if you don't, then you might be off. Yeah, draw where you're going to want your handles to be. So it seems like right there will be a good spot. Right there will be a good spot. And maybe right there, kind of line it straight. Is that straight? It looks like this. There we go. Alright. Let's get to the drill. You know, you don't have to make your handles like that. This is just how I make my handles. Like I said in the first one, shaping and design, which I'll put up in the cards, make it original. You know, try to be original. And it's a hard thing to do with knives, but yeah. Boom. Alright, let's get to the drill. Now, a lot of people use punches and stuff. Me, I just use a center bit. You know, like for on a drill, for on a lathe, for on a drill. And this is on here, this is just a stop. So if it catches, the blade will stop there. So we'll do all 3 first. Alright, and this is just hogwash. Like, I think it comes in like a gallon bucket and then you just mix it down. So I've had this for years. Still got a bunch. Alright, counter bores. Just hit them real quick with the counter bore. There we go. I might bring this back down a little bit. I don't know. Something looks a little goofy there. I mean, it fits good. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Something looks and feels off. Alright, I always see these guys do these awesome little designs with Hamones. And I always forget I bought these brushes for that, so let's try it. We'll do one without water, and then if we need to water the clay down, it's just a regular cement. I got this down on my Amazon links. Now that Amazon's back in full control, I guess I will be too. Alright, let's see what we got here. We'll just put it on thick with a big brush. Take our little brush and get all Bob Ross on this bad boy. Here I am bragging about all my artistic abilities and I make something look like that. Oh well. What do they say? Rome wasn't built in a day? Let's put it on a little bit thicker and see how that works. Alright, tomorrow I'm gonna let that dry, or I'm gonna let that dry overnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come in and pull some of that out. I don't like that right there. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Behold a pile of shit. I'm just not happy with it. We'll see though. Good Lord, I think they're getting worse. I guess just because I know how to draw doesn't mean I know how to paint, right? Oh, man. I did change this, too. I don't know if I showed that. But I brought this in more. Made it more sleek looking. I might have to, since this is just going to be like a lanyard hole, I can always make it a smaller drill bit and drill into the middle of it and then come back through the middle of it with just a smaller, like 3/16 instead of quarter if it looks too small, but we'll see. By the way, when I use titanium rods to make my S hooks out of, and then I always lose them. It's just titanium doesn't etch. If I don't lose them, they last forever. Alright. Last one. Nah, let me get some water. That didn't even start out good. I just keep thinking I'm gonna Picasso the shit out of this as Bob Ross is flipping over in his grave. Oh man. Maybe I should have added water after the first one. That's a little bit better, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, water definitely seems to make it help. Or make it better. Water definitely seems to help and make it better. Good Lord, speak sentences, Dave. Alright, now this was a bigger blade too, but and yeah, we just take our titanium bar and bam, hang her up. Heat treats tomorrow. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I got the oven cooking up. I got this rag, I got water in it, so I'm gonna just dip it out. I actually just did this one, but I didn't push record on the damn camera. So I'll hang it up. But this is the first one I did, and I actually got it looking pretty even. I messed up one spot right there, but that might actually look like a teardrop and look pretty cool if it works out. We'll do right here. Yeah, this side's not too bad. So what I do is make sure I got the camera on. And with this wet rag, I mean, you can have water here, dip it. I just put some droplets. Now that I'll squeeze it all out in the other two knives, put some droplets here so it kind of loosens up, because this is real tough. and then I cut in. But you want to be careful of where you're cutting, because you don't want to bust the whole thing off. Just where you don't want it. Nice. All right, let me put this back. Now, when you buy anti-scale, it comes in one of these little containers, and the lid, if you watch any of my past heat treating videos, which I'll put the whole playlist of heat treating up in the cards, you'll see it's just like a little container, and the lid gets all stuck, and it's hard to put the thing on, and then it gets all dried out. And I used to add water to it, but it just, thinned it out, and it wasn't any good anymore. So I took everything left in that and bought a new one, and then I put it in this container, so you can shake it up and make it all even now. We just get out our blade. For the back, it doesn't matter. This is Hamones, so if I wasn't doing Hamones, I would do it thick on the back and thin up here. Since we're doing Hamones, we kind of have to keep it thin in here and how we want to watch out where our stuff is, but the back doesn't matter because I don't even dip the back, but might as well put it on there anyway. Yeah, see, I'm just tapping it in between where the Hamones are, and all that'll wash off. I'm not really worried about that. That's the whole reason we got one of these pads. And I can wash it off my thumb too. I think I got too thick here. Now we'll just blot it on. We don't want it thick, that's the thing. And if it doesn't stick, like to the back here, it's sticking, but if it doesn't, just get out some like 120 grit sandpaper and wipe it down with the sandpaper, even over the mud, and it'll start sticking. It just means it's too smooth. To be honest, I don't do my flats until after heat treat, so. All right, I guess I'm gonna do the last one for Instagram. All right, I got the stove turned on. Oh, fire alarms. I always forget the fire alarms. That's oil from the last heat treat. Let's get it in. First blade. Boom. We are at 1450. We're going down to like 1420. So, yeah, let it sit. By the time it gets back up to 1475, 1500, we should be good to go. Our oil is at about 112, 113. I just stirred it up, so we're good. Man, I thought I had another pair of gloves. This one is, ain't tight enough. All that drum playing, my hands are getting too big. Where my ego is, one of the two. All right, we're at 1475, 76, whatever. I'm gonna take it out, since this is the first knife, it's taking a while to come from 1450 to 1480. It's been about 10 minutes or so, so that should be a good soak time. Let's do it. Woo! Gotta love when that one happens. I got a fan back there on my box and stuff. That's why you see the smoke blowing everywhere. I got so much clay on the bottom of this can, it's ridiculous. Alrighty. Looks like that anti-scale's been doing its job. There we go. Hamones doing his job. Whew. All right. Next one in. Yeah, see, we're already back up to 1463, so we're good. Our oil's at 183, so we're gonna have to cool down anyway. All right, go ahead and leave this door open a little bit, cool off in here. All right, we're down to 1400. Let her build back up. By that time, this will cool down. And everything is zen, right? We're back down to 112. Been about 5-10 minutes. We're back up to 1480. Man, whew, love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, man. Might have to put that, there we go. Hey, look, you can see my ugly mug. Yeah, I need to find some bigger gloves. Good Lord. Can't get a good grip. Easy. I'm a big man, I got big hands. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, clay didn't stay on this one. That's alright. It usually doesn't. Huh? The other knife is... Good Lord. See where our temps are at? Yeah, see, back up to 192, so... That's why I like to bring it down to 1400 when I open the door. Put this in. That gives 5-10 minutes for the oil to cool down and just to climb back up. There we go. Last one down. We're actually up to 1500 on the thing now. We're down to, we only got down to 140 on this one. Woo! By the third knife, it's up quick. And if your knife starts slipping out, you can always push your tip on the bottom. You don't want to slam it on the bottom, but then readjust it so it's up. Hey, what do you know? The clay stayed on both sides on this one. Now I'm going to go hit them on the grinder, just the bevels a little bit to test the HRC. I wish I could put them on my machine, but since I got to pick up my glove, since I do hormones, there's no real reason, unless I don't grind them, to put them on the machine, because it's a false positive. I went and hit them on the grinder just to clean them up. They're not perfect. You know, I just want to make sure I have clean spots so I can HRC test them with the files. You know, as long as the 65 skates, which, make sure this is the 65, as long as the 65 skates, like glass, doesn't bite at all, no matter where you put it. You know, now you have a mode you do up here, it's going to, you know, see it's biting. So, yeah. Right on. Next. Yeah, like glass. Woo. Couldn't get it to bite if I tried. And that's why you always got to clean them off. Because like back here, well, this isn't going to be hard anyway. But with all this stuff back here, it could give a false higher or false lower. So you always want a clean blade. Last but not least, oh yeah, nice skating file. And see, the file goes all the way up here, just to make sure, because I've had these for a long time. I was like, man, are these wearing down? I just want to make sure, but no. You can hear the difference, but that's more surface too. So, alright, that's about it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff that we tell you. Leave some comments. Let me know what you do for heat treating. And also, I'll put a playlist for my heat treat ovens how to build the whole thing. If you can't afford to buy a new one, I'll put a playlist on how to build one. In fact, that'll be the playlist right here, how to build a heat treat oven. That, and then let's see, we'll have the Knife Making 101 playlist here. My subscribe button is right here. My website with shirts, knives, all that good stuff is here. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. And as always, take it easy.